Hey, this is Austin showing off how to use the section cut tool for ETABs. In here, I have a 8-story building, concrete shear walls, lateral elements in the X are in orange, and lateral in the Y are in green. First thing you want to do is go to your plan view. Level 8 kind of has a funky arbitrary polygon. The tool will work if you even had kind of floor openings in here. You just need to pick a polygon that you want to slice up. Make sure you have semi-rigid diaphragms. The other item to mention is under your load patterns. Make sure that if you're using the auto lateral loads, make sure that it's only spitting out one type of direction and eccentricity. At the moment, it only works with one. If you went in and selected all of these, it would not work. So make sure you only have one of these selected. I built a seismic in the X and a seismic in the Y, but this EQ all would not work. Okay, with that set up, let's go ahead and fire up the add-in. You navigate to Tools, fire it up. First item that you want to do is get the start node. So I want to analyze this for loading in the Y. So I'm going to pick a element on the very far left of my diaphragm that I want to slice. So I'm going to pick that node there. And then the next item you need to get is the area that you want to slice. So in this case, it's this area. This one works on multiple areas. If you had a whole bunch of floor elements, select them all that you want to analyze. Click there. Then again, I'm analyzing for load in the Y, so I want to make section cuts in the X. And I have a good write-up of this on my blog. But for now, you'll see what happens. There's a nice plot down here at the bottom that will show you how your section cuts are generated once you do this. Then go ahead and gather your load cases. This will populate this list. Again, I said I wanted to analyze Y direction loading. And I'm also going to say, let's do this. Let's slice up our diaphragm 50 times. So let's go ahead and hit run analysis. The other item to note is that you want to make sure that your analysis model has not been run before you hit run analysis. The model at this moment needs to be unlocked for this to work. If you had run the analysis, the tool will not work. But you can see it's gone in, it's done its thing. I think the analysis is complete. And if we come back over to the section cut plot, you can see we are now plotting shear and moment. And each one of these points here kind of corresponds to one of these black lines. So you can see that we start out with about 73 kips of shear on the left, and then it ends at about -3 kips on the right. And then it looks like there's another big jump in the middle. And again, that corresponds to, we have a shear wall here, a shear wall here, and then this is just a little moment frame. But these take most of the load for this level 8 diaphragm that we just sliced up in the Y direction. So what this tool does under the hood, if you go ahead and do a Control T on your keyboard shortcut, under section cuts, it has gone through and generated all of these sections. You can see there's 49 of them, which corresponds to the 50 section cuts that you asked for when you generate that. Oh, let me close that. I think that's why that's struggling. This data, you can copy and paste it into Excel if you wanted to. So let's do that real quick. That makes for nice kind of thing and stuff. Oh yeah, I don't have Excel on this computer, but if you wanted to, you can copy and paste that into Excel. And then again, there's units depending on if you want kip feet or kilonewton meters. Let's maybe just run one more example just so you can see how it works with maybe a condition. Let's go to level 2. This is a more rectangular floor plate. And let's cut the sections at kind of a weird, funky angle. The section cut tool will kind of recognize when you hit an edge. It's also model in maybe just like an opening for fun. And we can see how that works. Do a couple here. Okay, save on that. Okay, section cut. Let's get our node that we want. We'll start down there, I guess. And then we'll get, I think you can definitely select openings. That's no problem. And you can see it has 2 openings, 1 area. I forgot I added that. And then let's cut this at a weird angle. So this is going to generate cuts at a 45. And then we'll analyze for the X, and let's give it, 50 again. And again, we're unlocked, so that's fine. And let's hit run. Go do its thing. So take a little bit of time. But there's plenty of things I'd still like to update. But at this point, it's functional-ish. And feel free to leave a comment if you run into a bug or you'd like to see another feature. Oh, here you can see I got in a normal condition. So that's not good. Oh, we're back. This should now work with the setup. And we'll hit run analysis. The issue that I ran into was upon rerunning the analysis for another section cut run, you need to actually close the ETABs program, and that was my issue. So we've rerun it now. I closed it, reopened it. There's one file that needed to be deleted, but here you can see we ran it at that funky angle. You can see these section cuts again are kind of centered at a 45-degree angle. In this case, the shear and moment is a little harder to understand given that we're at a 45 to a way that you normally would analyze it. But this is the tool. If you run into bugs, and as you saw, there are bugs, so be careful, save your model so that you don't lose anything. But if you do run into bugs, please leave a comment on the YouTube channel or reach out to me. I'm looking to kind of actively develop this, and it'll be interesting to see where it goes. Thank you.